few short years after his passing, Hugh Hefner is being exposed for secretly recording his guests while they did the dirty, and then he kept that footage for himself as a way of controlling the Hollywood elite. Now this old man, he's getting exposed from beyond the grave, and everyone seemed to love him and respect him in life. I'm sure they all wanted to go to his parties, but when he did pass away, no one really seemed to care. Kind of makes sense now when everyone was just like, oh God, I hope they bury him with the tape. Anyway, to find out more, stay tuned to this episode of Famous News.
This is nice.
Oh no!
You still didn't like me.
You shot me.
Just send the location.
I'm number one.
My calling is to be the leader of the free world.
Now, before we get into this news story, just last week I dropped a video for former Playboy playmate Holly Madison. We asked her to meet me and Kara in Vegas for dinner just before we get married, because Kara's obsessed. And if you want to show your support, you can find that video on TikTok. Tag Holly Madison, we would greatly appreciate it. Moving on to Hugh Hefner, he has an upcoming A&E series titled Secrets of Playboy, and it describes pig nights as a sort of dinner party that's served as a jumping off point into sex parties. And there's also a story in there about a dog who became addicted to cocaine.
It's Coke. Yes.
So for Pig Night, which was typically on Thursdays, well, it started with two pimps bringing in carloads of prostitutes over from Sunset Boulevard. Now, all of this intel, it's coming from Hugh's old girlfriends. It's also coming from people that worked at the hotel. One valet, he claimed, sometimes the women had penises and Hefner didn't want to be involved with that. Although some of the other guests, especially John Belushi, they didn't mind.
Okay.
My God, that's two men getting exposed from beyond the grave. Now, according to Mansion insiders, Hugh would sit at the head of a table smoking his famous pipe, while women of the night, they drank and ate with movie and TV stars. They say the girls would get ratings and quick medical checks before slipping out of the room for a rendezvous elsewhere with these famous celebs. Now, Hugh's also being exposed for having cameras in the bedrooms where he would film everyone in the act, something he did for his own personal pleasure and also to have power over the Hollywood elite. Now, I know Playboy was facing tough times in its later years. I mean, if he flipped those over to Vivid, he would have made a fortune. Like, look how Kim did. Now, there appear to be a ton of gross stories being shared that are criminal acts, including drugging as well as bestiality. And I guess if you want to find out more, you should check out that A&E series dropping later this month. You can also check out our Before They Were Gone video on Hugh Hefner, which we did at the time of his passing. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in another video.